Hello, dividend executives. The stock market is open, so you already know we are buying stocks and we are adding assets to the portfolio. If you are new here, I am building a $150 a month pure passive dividend income portfolio, and I'm doing it through buying mostly monthly dividend paying stocks, but also some quarterly dividend paying stocks. My main backbones to this account are SCHD and VTI. If you've been following this journey, you know that I like to have between 25 and 35% of the portfolio. You can see here SCHD, which has a dividend coming up. You can see here that I have 41 shares, about 25% of the portfolio. And then VTI, we have a daily purchase going on here of $5 each and every single day. And we have about 9% of the portfolio there. So those are the backbones to the account. But as you know, each and every single week, no matter what the market is doing, we are buying assets. We are adding dividends to our bottom line, and we are adding more share count to our portfolio. So the account is up today. For the week, we are pretty flat, or 0.48%. And we're just going to continue to add. We have some buying power available, and it is time to add. So what are we going to do? Well, we want to look at the Purple Brick app. Should be able to pull that up here. Oops. There we go. We got the dividend app here, and we are going to jump into the calendar, and we are going to look at some of the dividend expiration dates coming up here. So what I like to do each and every single month is I like to rotate through my Purple Brick app, and I like to see what ex-dividend dates are coming up, and I like to try to get some purchases in so that I can guarantee that my income goes up for the following month. One of the ones on the radar, we know that SCHD has already passed, and the payment's going to be coming up here shortly. VTI has not passed, but the payment will be coming up short as well. And the one that we are going to add today, which is next week, and this is for Devo on the 27th, so we are about a week out from that. We are going to be adding some shares to this so that we can guarantee our income goes up. And we will, let me jump over to the next month. That is the last one for the month, and now we'll be adding to our October total. You can see here it's projecting out the 112.20. This is going to change significantly based on, honestly, mostly the yield max funds. Depending on what the dividend distributions come out, that is where we're going to be there. And then let's check. So what I like to do is I like to just go from the top down. Usually as you see the dividend payments come in, the ex-dividend date is a week or two before that, depending on the stock. And so first on the list is our JEP-B and JEP-Q. These are both coming in. You can see ex-dividend date as of right now is October 2nd. So you've got to have your purchases. I like to get them done before then. So for me, I like to do one day early. And so I'm going to add to it this week. We might add to it next week's as well, but you can see right now it's projecting the payout per share at 34 cents. And then the following JEP-Q is the same, October 2nd. The JEP-Q is on the NASDAQ 100. JEP-B is on the S&P 500. So we're going to be adding to Devo. We're going to be adding to JEP-B. We're going to be adding JEP-Q. And then next on the list, you could have guessed it, AGNC. Right now it's predicting that we will have 12 cents a share payout. And this is based off of what we had this month. And we have 46 shares as of right now. This is estimating a total payout of $5.57. And we are going to continue to add to this because you can see the September ex-dividend date is the 28th. So that's coming up next week as well. So we are going to get some money added to that. So let's jump back into Robinhood and let's see. There we go. And let's see where we're at. So first things first, this is the greatest part about the dividend snowball. This week, we are going to put $100 or so into the account, but the account added over $80, actually $81.60 itself over the last week. So since we posted the last video, which was I think on the 13th, you can see Glad came in for 70 cents, Stag came in for 99 cents, O came in for $2.48, Maine $2.04, NVDY $21.65, OARK $11.07. FBY 141, AMZY, which is covered call ETF on Amazon 566, APLY 467, GOOY 146, and TSLY, the King, the options income ETF on Tesla 2707. Today we have a payment coming in, not lifting a finger for it, from PSEC for $2.40, and then you can see SPHD is coming in at the $2.93, and SCHD will be coming later as well, but not including the SPHD yet, over $80 just in 1 week. Obviously, the yield max pay a lot higher. There is a risk associated with those, But my point is, we got $81 added to our account. We bought $81 worth of shares and we didn't do a single thing for it. That is the power of what we're doing. That is the dividend snowball. We have been watching this increase each and every single week, and we love to see it. So we have a couple options on the account. I opened up the Riot 8.5 today. We've seen some weakness there. Mara 9.5, that should expire worthless, so I'll roll it down and out. And then the Soxel 18.5. Soxel is currently trading around the 1955 mark, so that should expire worthless as well. But if not, we will roll it down and out. So let's buy some stocks. We talked about what we wanted to buy, so let's get in here and let's actually do the heavy lifting. All right, so we got Devo here. We have 17.18 shares. We are going to buy not shares. We're going to buy $25 worth. And we're just going to do $100 today. Unless we're really close on shares. Let's see where this puts us at. 17.88. And we're just going to keep adding this stuff. So 17.88 on Devo. We're going to jump up to JetB, one of my favorites, and we're going to buy $25 worth of this as well. That's going to buy us almost a half a share, so 0.45 shares. And what does that put us at a position? Let's take a look. So we have $917 in JetB, 7.55% of the portfolio, just at 16.5 shares, and we were up 1.89% on JetB. So let's jump down to JetQ. Let's see what this has been. Yeah, pretty flat over the last 3 months. Up for the year, which makes sense. I think QQQ's up like 37 or so percent. So good to see this up about half as much. And 985, so pretty close to JetB. 20 shares, and we are up 5.77%. So that means when we buy shares today, it's going to average up our cost, but that's okay. We continue to buy stocks each and every single week. 20.94. Wow, we are close to that $21 mark. And then our last one for today, we're going to make another 20. Where did I miss it already? There it is, AGNC. Actually doing really good today, up 1.19%, up 4.38% for the past week, and for the month, up 7.9%. That's awesome. So we're up 2% on this position. This is just under 4% of the portfolio, 46 shares. And we are going to be buying $25 worth, which will be, about 2.5 shares. Awesome on these smaller funds like that. We love to see that. And the dividends just keep rolling. If we scroll down, see if we can pull this up. You can see these dividends. This is pretty awesome. But, I mean, just look at the dividends. So we reinvested. We bought ourselves about a half a share there in August and September. So between those 2 months, without lifting a finger, we bought ourselves a full share. Just off of dividends. So we keep buying it. Looks like our last purchase was back on July 20th. Funny that September is the next one. So it's been a couple of months for that. I try to cycle through my assets, and I try to continually add to them. So that is where we are sitting at for that. These are all the shares we have. These are all the shares. I'll just scroll through these so you can see everything that we have in this dividend account. Again, my big focus is monthly dividends as of right now. As the account continues to grow, we may switch a little bit more towards the quarterly. But I have some goals that want to be made. $100 a month was the first goal. Now the goal is $150, and I'm going to try to get it done by the end of the year, which is a 50% increase. But I think we can do it. Obviously, the months like this where our quarterly dividend payers are paying out, they are going to be our biggest month, especially with SCHD holding $3,000 of the $11,000 portfolio. So it's going to be a big month for us, and we're going to try and we're going to do it next month. And I'm going to sell options a little bit here and there just to try to get a little extra money to put into the account. If I can make, 15, 20 bucks a week on the options and add that to my dividends, I'll be happy with that. So that's what we have here. That is the update for the week. The account is looking good. We are pretty flat for the week. The dividends are coming in. The shares are increasing. And this is what we do. It's not the funnest thing. It's not a get rich quick. It is just slowly buying shares, letting those shares drip and buy us more shares, and slowly increasing that passive income. You think if I do this, between $100 and $200 a week, if I do this for the next 30, 40 years, I mean, we're talking about definitely a six-figure account. And we're talking about probably between $500 and $1,000 a month in passive dividend income that I literally don't have to lift a finger for. So that's the goal here. That's what we are doing. We are staying determined. We are adding money to the account each and every single week. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Don't forget to give me a like. Trying to grow the channel as much as I can. Thank you for the support for all the small YouTubers, especially here on my channel and on my Twitter. Thanks, everybody. Happy investing. We'll catch you next time.